That's a good one.
Can we say we're just big dumb kids?
Oh boy. Rocks.
That's how we grew up. We only had rocks to play with, so.
Heck of my day, we throw rocks down hills.
If there's one thing I've learned from 25 plus years of hunting, no matter how plentiful an animal may appear to be, you will always come across other non-target species with ease, as if they don't care about being seen. If you're bear hunting, you will probably see elk. If you're elk hunting, be prepared to see the biggest buck you'll ever see within petting distance. If you're deer hunting, expect to literally have to kick turkeys out of your way. As a hunter, this is just how things work. When bear hunting, a decent pair of binoculars is a must. If you're searching in the right places, you're going to spot at least 100 bears before you actually see one. Again, this is just part of being a hunter.
It wasn't walking around the area, but it was just kind of moving around in that spot.
Well, that's a definite maybe. We think there's a bear in there.
So we confirmed that that was a stump. We drove about 5 or 6 miles around to a different vantage point, and it was a stump, but it's the kind of things you have to do. It's worth looking at.
Now, I might be an expert at spotting stumps at 1,000 yards in a big old patch of reprod, but when it comes to finding bears, my skills seem a bit more amateur. But we all have to have a starting point to become the experts that we hope to be. With that being said, this is the advice I would give to a new bear hunter based off of what I have learned so far. Number 1, spend as much time as you can afford in the field hunting. If you don't spend time hunting, well, you can pretty much complete that sentence on your own. Now, I know this sounds like a no-brainer, but if you don't plan in advance to take plenty of time off to search for a bear, the season is going to sneak up on you and be gone before you know it. Jeremy and I only hunted weekends last season, and it took 4 trips to finally spot a bear. So make sure that you have cleared your calendar for as much time as you can possibly make. Number 2, find the right habitat. In the spring, as the weather starts to change, bears start to wander in search of food. In the area we bear hunt, that mostly consists of fresh green grass and skunk cabbage. We try to find clear cuts from 3 to 7 years old or so, preferably with water in the bottoms and older, larger timber to either side of the clear cut. Also try to have some distance from well-traveled roads. Clear cuts behind gated roads that you have to walk or bike into are best, but then again, you never know when or where you're going to cross paths with a bear. Number 3, don't get destination obsession. If you find good habitat, keep hunting it. Stay in the area and keep glassing. If you're constantly moving from one area to another, you're going to burn up more time in transit than you realize. I know this can be difficult to do sometimes. I'm guilty. I get impatient after about an hour if I don't see anything. Next thing you know, I'm staring at Onyx, looking for the next clear cut to scout. But to tell you the truth, this never seems to work in my favor. Most of the time, the next clear cut is just like the one I just left. I'm one of those people that is always wondering what is over the next ridge. But really, you just need to pick a spot and seriously spend some time watching over it. There's a lot more bears out there than you might think, and they're going to have to come out into the open to feed at some point. Number 4, have a good time. Hunting isn't always just about hunting. It's about making memories, spending time with family and friends, sitting around a campfire, enjoying some good camp food, or maybe throwing your back out rolling rocks down hills. Just remember, the good old days are now, and someday we will all be too old to do this.